So on the Pyraminx, after you've made your V and you solve your centers, you have 4 edges left to solve, and there's a fast way to solve it called L4E, and I'm going to be showing you intuitive L4E today. Intuitive L4E starts by solving one edge and then solving the rest. So let's just get started with that. So here I can make my V like this, and then I'm going to solve this edge by looking at the bottom color and putting that center in front, looking at this color and just seeing which center goes to. So it goes to this side, move it up, move it to the back, and move it down. And from here there are 4 cases. So I've solved my back edge, and they don't have to be completely aligned and stuff. It doesn't have to be like this. This is just in the back. You can just solve that at the end. We're gonna take a look at the bottom color, and this is the piece that needs to go down here because of the yellow, and this is yellow on the bottom. So we're gonna take a look at the other 3 colors. If all of these 3 are different, we can just insert it like this, and then that solves it. If this center and this color are the same, so these are both blue, we can ignore the tip. We don't have to look at this. We can just sledge. That solves it. If we take a look at this center and it matches this bottom color and this edge is facing towards us, we can just put it in the back and insert it like this. And my finger tricks for this were with my thumb, just because I think it's faster. And then this is the longest case. If your edge in the back is solved and these 3 colors match, you're gonna sledge, continue that up and in. So this of course applies to lefty too. So here it is lefty. I'm gonna start on this side since this is the edge is over here. I'm gonna sledge and just insert. So here are some tips on making your V more efficient. So we're going to just, like, this edge is solved, so once we put like this up here, we can hide the edge, move in this last one to make this, and then now I can just insert this edge, and then just continue on with L4E. So here I would just, these are all different, just insert. Let's say that you have this case, so this edge needs to go up here, so bottom color in the front, we put it in the back. This edge is going to be here. So what we can do is just, we have a red layer solved, so we can just go to here and do our beginner case method, which is just sledge, and then now we have this case, so insert. One thing I find people really struggle with is the tips. So what I sometimes do is I just scramble the tips, and then just solve them as fast as I can. So like Elijah Brown did this for his Pyraminx world record. He did these 2 at the same time with pinky and index, and then here you can do just this and I guess this with the pinky. So let's do another one. I can do these 2 at the same time and then these 2 at the same time. I recommend solving all your tips either at the very beginning or the very end. Don't try to do like them in the middle of your solve. So like after you've done your V, don't go and correct these tips. Just solve your last 4 edges and then solve your tips. There's one more thing I can show you is if this edge is flipped and you have just edges on top that are not solved at all. If this edge, just look at your edges. One of the edges will probably have a matching color here. Here, you can just sledge. So on this side, this is the matching color. You're going to start with the other side. So this is on the right. I'll start on the left. And then now this edge is solved. And then now you can just continue with L4E and just insert like that. The last Pyraminx tip I recommend is good hardware. So this is the Cosmic PVC coated WeiLong Pyraminx from Speedcube Shop. This one, it's great since PVC coating, it makes it more grippy. So in competition when my hands are sweating, I don't want to like let's say I get this crazy scramble. I don't want to like screw up and like drop the cube and then miss WR, but this wouldn't be a world record, wouldn't count. So, but if you are on a tight budget, the Yushin Little Magic Pyraminx is also a great Pyraminx. Some people recommend the RS Pyraminx. I do have it. I don't like it as much because the magnets are just too weak. So this one I can perform almost to my best, and I set this one up with purely weight 5. So weight 5 on the pieces, weight 5 in the core, and I removed the washers from inside to give the springs a little bit more extra room to flex. And this is the Pyraminx that Timon used to set the former 1.38 or 83 world record average. So that's how good it is. But this one, it's just better. It's more flexible and there's more customizability. And if you are going to get the WeiLong, get the standard. The maglev is just way too fast and I can't control it well. In fact, I'll go get the maglev and I'll show you how much I can't control it. Okay, so this is the standard, right? This is the maglev. I've tried putting like compound 10 and everything into it and it just doesn't want to be more controllable. It's so fast. Like, how do you do this thing where that Steven does? Like, and that happens sometimes. That's really annoying. It's probably gonna be flipped if I put it in. That's why I don't like it. It just, these things come off really easily, and if you do get it in competition, it's gonna be really annoying. And it's just way too fast, and like, I can't do that because it's Pyraminx. Okay, here are two more that I really, really like. Here is the Yushin WeiLong Pyraminx. It is, I think, discontinued, but you can still get it if you're fast. We gotta think. It's really nice. This one does only come in stickered though. And this honestly is a great Pyraminx. It's just the tips move on their own sometimes. Like when I'm doing this, my finger might slip, or on the WeiLong, just doesn't slip. And the last one is the X-Men Bell V2. The Bell V1 is just so weird and I don't know what's up with it. This is the Bell V2. It's so much better, more controllable, and this is one of the cubes where X-Men really has outdone themselves. The other one being the Tornado V3, but that one's just way too good. This one I think is also the quietest out of all of them. So here's the Yushin Little Magic. Not that quiet. Yushin WeiLong. That's a nice sound. I can't hold. Pretty quiet. This one is probably the loudest of them all. But it's just so bad and uncontrollable. And then here's the WeiLong. And then here are two more Pyraminxes that I do like. Here's the RS, the one that Steven recommends from, that used to work at the cubicle. The corner cutting on this it's pretty good, but it's just, it could be better. And then a lot of people like this one. Here's the GAN Pyraminx. It's the most flexible. The tips are also very stable. Like, this is the amount of force I'd be applying. It doesn't want to move. Or on the WeiLong, same deal. It does want to move, but on the X-Men Bell, it does. It's just the customization system on this is so whack, and the tips are so hard to get off. Like, We're not gonna go there. One more thing. I know the WeiLong cubes are usually great. Not the Pyraminx. These magnets in the tips are so strong. I've tried removing them, and it's just impossible to remove. And it's just... I've set this one up. I've tried fixing it a lot. I've removed washers and everything. In fact, I'll try one more time. Even the camera doesn't like it. It's just so stable that it's bad at this point, and then the tips just don't want to move. Which should be a good thing usually, but here it doesn't want to move. It's hard to move them, which is bad. So that's my thoughts on the WeiLong. Don't get this. Just don't get that. Any of these other Pyraminxes, do get them if you do want them. Maybe not this one. Maybe this one just for the sound, but it's quiet. That one's the quietest. This one, it's super... This may actually be the quietest. This one, it's almost gone. This one, best budget one. This one, second best budget one. Magnets are just so weak in this. And, don't get, it's too fast. And, best Pyraminx. And it's my main. I'll put a link to this one in the description. And a link to the Yushin Little Magic Pyraminx in the description. The rest of these are not worthy. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.